Hi Pisces, and welcome to your November 2016 reading. Let's get straight into your channeled information for this month. As I was shuffling the cards and thinking about your sign, the word hope came to me. And I love this. It actually is probably one of the most optimistic messages that came this month. Not only is this something that I'm encouraging you to be hopeful, but I also think that if you've had a period where things have sort of not been going the way you'd like, this month you should see a shift in that. Hope should return. So let's go ahead and take a look at the cards and see how everything's going to pan out for you this month. Anyone that's brand new here, I just want to say welcome and let you know that every month I do a 10-card pull in the form of a Celtic cross. And basically, after that, I will expand it to include health, wealth, love, and destiny. So you really get a chance for all of the information that needs to come through. So let's take a look. I do see that many of you are in a major shift right now because your ego card came through as death. And death is very transformative, as we know, and it can sometimes feel a little bit topsy-turvy, but I love where you're headed, and I love all of the surrounding cards, so we're going to focus on that. First, I have one more card to pull, and this is the Catalyst card. For those of you that are new, the Catalyst card is basically like the key, or if you think of science, a catalyst sets off a reaction. So if we want hope to appear for you this month, it appears that your catalyst is going to be through work. So your career, if you're in school, the work that you're putting into your studies, this is actually going to be where you find hope, where you find inspiration, and where you can change your energy and change the flow of your life this month. So we'll look a little bit deeper into the cards this month, and that may come into focus for you. So right at the center, we have the Nine of Swords. Nine of Swords is often a card that is indicative of struggle and can be a little uncomfortable, but when it's crossed by the Nine of Wands, this is actually a card of progress, nearing completion, almost getting to the point of enlightenment. And it is going to take about one more month for you to get to the 10, and the 10 will be more about basically you getting ready to move on to the next thing. So what I see as a positive for some of you is things may slow down here towards the beginning and even into the middle of the month. The Four of Swords is a card of rest. And whenever I see this card coming up, it usually means that either you are entering a period of rest, or it will be highly beneficial for you to start to take a vacation, maybe around the first week of the month, even if it's a one-day, that you're tacking on like a Friday or a Monday, making it a 3-day weekend. Something like that will be really beneficial for your success, for your health, for your overall happiness. This card has come up in the same position for most signs this month, or for many signs. The Hermit Card, or I've seen a lot of Three of Cups reversed. And really what that's showing me is there's a tendency this month for a lot of people to go inward. And I know that at least in North America anyway, or America I should say, there's Thanksgiving coming up towards the end of the month, so there is some holidays. We also have Halloween and All Saints Day or All Souls Day. So there's a lot of events towards the beginning and the end. But aside from those, really what it is a chance for you to kind of pull the energy back inside and think about what you want. You have so many big things happening this month. I'm going to pull the camera back down and leave it here for a moment. First of all, I feel like you've been working really, really hard, and you should be proud of yourself. That's the Three of Pentacles shows, and it shows hard work. It shows people that are basically noticing the hard work, but also I feel like many of you had to prove yourself, like literally climb a mountain to get everything done. And so be happy. And that mountain could have been one where you were trying to best unusual or outstanding odds against you, maybe financial odds or expectations of failure, and you proved people wrong. So congrats if that's indicative of what you've been doing. Otherwise, it's showing that you've had an opportunity, and you still may have an opportunity to sort of sink yourself into work and really benefit from work or study right now. So if that's the case, by all means, you're allowed to be a hermit and spend a little bit of time focusing on that. What I see towards the middle of the month and leading to even into next month is the Wheel of Fortune reversed. Now, upright, this would mean really positive changes in your career, in your money situation, and all parts of your life, really. It's a success card. The reversal means a gradual or slowed effect, but a positive effect nonetheless. So for those of you that are feeling a little bit frustrated and not making enough money, or wondering why you haven't achieved a pinnacle of success yet, this card says stick with it, keep working hard. This is something that in about 3 months' time, you're going to notice a shift. So if we're in November, December, January, it's really January into February where your work situation blossoms, but just stick with it. If, however, you're just really, really ready and you need a change now, I feel like some of you may be there, you can make that change. I still see a little bit of a shift on the horizon if you're willing to wait for it. But with the Wheel of Fortune, the world, and death all so close to one another in the near future, in your present situation, and in the environment, there's a major change happening, and you may not be able to hold it back, and if that's the case, go with it. The World card can indicate travel. The Wheel of Fortune and the world together can show world travel and also possibly world distribution. I've been seeing a lot of Wheel of Fortunes and a lot of worlds this month, and so I do feel like there's a great opportunity to capitalize on hard work. So if you're a businesswoman or a businessman and you've been working really, really hard to launch a product, it's an okay month to do it, but I would wait until the last week of the month. That's when you're at your most powerful. Feels like the beginning of the month, definitely around the middle, you're going to experience some pauses or some setbacks. And if you can even wait a month or two, things could be even better. But I see that there may be some pressing deadlines or obligations for some of you, and if that's the case, move forward. But let me just pull a card on the, to clarify death and see what this is about. So it looks like this is more about relationships. You've got the Ace of Cups reversed, which is basically saying, in order to succeed, you may need to let go of a key relationship in your life. It could be a friendship or a business opportunity or business relationship, but that's going to open up new opportunities for you. We have the Queen of Wands reversed, and this is in your hopes and fears. This is a power card, that's why there's a snake here. And what this is saying is basically, don't relent. You need to basically hold your own. Sometimes I say that you don't want to be too stubborn. This month I'm saying, no, you actually want to be stubborn, because this, I never really noticed it before, but this snake is hiding eggs, which is a sign of fertility, ideas, protection. So you want to protect what you've worked so hard for. So whether that means defending it in court or really fighting for your idea to be heard, whatever it is, there's going to be a little bit of a struggle, but it's worth it, because your outcome card, even though reversed, it's still really positive. We have the Lovers. Now, let's talk about some of the reversals, because I don't just gloss over everything and say it's going to be great. What the reversal of the Lovers is going to mean is sometimes people will be excited but not willing to take all parts of your idea. Or if you're meeting a new lover, for instance, because this can indicate like a new love interest or a deepening of your current relationship, it means that the two of you are slightly off on what you're looking for. Timing could be off a little bit, or your expectations of what the relationship should be could be off a little bit, particularly if you're seeing a Queen of Wands, because they are very, very strong-willed and strong-minded, and that's a fire sign like an Aries, a Leo, or a Sagittarius. So if you're meeting one of those and you're having some issues, you're going to have to play a little bit of compromise, a little bit of tug of war until the two of you get to a place where you can agree. It's still a very positive card, and all of the cards on the right, with the exception of death, which I'm not afraid of. To me, death is transformation, and I really see that you need to transform one of your close relationships, your love relationships. So some of you may move out of, you may stop dating someone and a new person, a new suitor could come in. Others of you could just decide, you know what, I'm going to not freak out so much. I'm not going to put so much effort into this. I'm going to let it just flow a little bit easier and let this person take the lead a bit. So anyway, not all bad, but they're definitely, you're going to have to be patient with money, with work, with travel, and with relationships this month. There's going to be a lot of shifting going on. It's not necessarily negative, but you're going to have decisions to make, challenges that might come up with all of these. That's why it's really important for you to rest. So let's go ahead and expand this, and then I'll turn the camera down and we'll do a review of everything so that you have a little bit more clarification. All right, so we'll start with health to see if there's a specific message about your health and well-being this month. I'm going to take the top card. I feel like you're in a good place, and that if you've been struggling with anything, this is a month to make positive strides. So if you have some sort of a chronic illness, or you're trying to fight something back, a sickness, an illness, or you're just trying to get stronger, this is a month where you can make really positive strides in the right direction. When we look at wealth and career, let's see what the cards have to say. It says bring it into form, which is basically about having things come into fruition. This card was reversed, which is showing that I think for the first week of the month until about it's probably around the 7th for you, it's going to be a little bit slow. You're probably going to have more luck around the middle of the month, around the 15th of the month. So this is when you're going to want to focus on pushing things out and making it happen. So for health, you're doing pretty well. For wealth, you're going to have to put more energy into it, but ultimately it's going to lead to a positive outcome for you, so I do think it's worthwhile. For your love relationships, open your heart. So you may have an unexpected and very loving sort of person that comes through at the very end of the month, because we did get the Lovers. This person could still be pretty stubborn, like I said, because we have a Mother of Wands or Queen of Wands card here. But if you open yourself up to that, it could be a very beautiful experience. And it's interesting that in both the Oracle card and in the Tarot card, we have a Lamb here, which is gentle, which is quiet, which is someone who, again, is open to receiving, is resting, is not necessarily doing all the work. So maybe part of the message for you is that you've done so much work, you try to kind of control a lot of things. What you want to do is allow things to happen with a little bit more ease when it comes to love and romance. And just know that you're protected from the divine, and some of this may be orchestrated for your benefit. Now let's look at your Destiny card, and then I'll review everything for you. Now I remind you that Destiny is your trajectory, and it's looking ahead a month or two. A lot of times people say, could you pull an extra card? I kind of am with this. So this is looking towards the future, looking at what you've been doing and where it's headed. We have the Three of Earth, Three of Pentacles, and you can tell with this card, which is really lush, that it's all about growth. And we also see in your deep past the Three of Earth, the Three of Pentacles. We have two different illustrations, but it's also showing me 2 seasons or 2 years, a passage of time. Be patient is what I see. And when I'm looking into the future, I'm seeing more of the same. So if you missed an opportunity, you'll get another opportunity for growth. If you took that, it's going to continue and it could skyrocket. Not only that, but like whenever we see right next to each other the Wheel of Fortune and the World, I feel like you guys are on a really, really exciting trajectory when it comes to that. But for some of you, that can mean a complete change of career. This isn't just getting a new job. This means like changing what you do for a living. And it may be that big. It's super duper big. Okay, so let's take a look at everything and help summarize what this month was about. Your channeled information was hope. To have hope, to cultivate hope, to be hopeful. And the way you can do this is through your work. And the work card is reversed. It's just saying try not to feel like you're part of the overall machine. You need to find your role and really shine at that. Let people see that you're important. And the interesting thing is that really fits in well with both the tarot and the oracle card that I pulled here, showing three of Earth and Three of Pentacles, same suit, just different way to say it, which means overall success through work and happiness through work is absolutely spot on, and that is how you can succeed there. Looking at just the cards themselves, a period of a little bit of discomfort, followed by a period of knowing that there's a light at the end of the tunnel. Some of you have been in a little bit of a hermit phase where you're focusing more on work. That's okay. I want you to rest, but I eventually want you to come out of your shell a bit, because with the Wheel of Fortune, the World, and Death, you're going to have to make some major shifts in your life. Death is more about a shift in emotion and a shift with relationships. And the Lovers is attached to the Queen of Wands. So a very strong fire sign that's coming in, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, and also someone that's very strong-willed. There's fertility attached to this. So I will say this, if you're not looking to start a family, be careful. If you want to start a family, I do think that this is a good time towards the end of the month. It's also a really good time for fertility in your ideas. Remember, you can use energy in multiple ways. It doesn't have to be to start a family. This can be to feed your business, because we've got so many money cards here that it's all about business and success if you'd like it to be. As we expand it out, keep up the good work you've been doing with your health, and if you haven't been doing good work, then start. It's going to pay off. I see lots of areas of improvement over the course of this month. For wealth, you have to work to make it happen, bring it into fruition. We mentioned the middle of the month is probably going to be easiest for that to happen. And be open to love. Allow it to come to you and try not to control it. We got two very gentle creatures in both of these cards, showing that this is sort of almost orchestrated. This might be something really beautiful where the universe is sending you a very gentle soul, someone that gets you and understands you. And at the very least, you'll just be open to positivity around you, because the Lovers can also mean great unions and partnerships with business and friends. So business coworkers and friends. So allow that to happen, if you will. That's all the information that came through for you for this month. I hope it was helpful. As always, I'm here for you if you'd like to schedule a reading. You can click on the link in the video. It'll either be in the little info sort of graphic, or I'll put a button on the video if you're watching it from a PC. If you'd like to just keep in touch with me, the easiest way is to like my Facebook page or follow me on Twitter or Instagram. I'm also here, and you could just subscribe to the channel. All of those will be really effective. I also have a newsletter as well. If you'd like to support this channel, I welcome that. I usually put that at the end, but I'll put a button for donate, and feel free to if you have the inclination to do so. There's no pressure. Otherwise, from the bottom of my heart, I really do appreciate you guys being here from month to month. So continue to be the wonderful people that you are, with the likes, the subscribes, and the comments. And I'll see you again in 1 month's time. So take care of yourself. Sat Nam, and so long for now. Bye-bye.